So it was established 1799, abandoned in 1909 following the flood. An 1854 flood of the Salt River caused the cholera epidemic in Shepherdsville. 19 people died. Most victims buried here. The little fences. It said a lot of the stones got washed away in the flood. $1875. $17.99. This one has a little Bible on it. Some of these are just stones with initials. Man, somebody had, look at that.
Yeah, there's no way. That's it, cleans up against there.
Said the flood came through and destroyed a lot of this cemetery.
Yeah. Something went into that. There's no flood done there.
Said a lot of the stones are missing, and it was abandoned and grew up until the Historical Society came in and cleaned it up some.
So you can tell here, this is a huge tree. They pruned it down.
Camera's shaking because I'm shivering. It's cold. Do you think floodwaters could do that?
No, no. Like this one grew up in the tree right here, see? See right here?
Yeah.
Fence is embedded into the trees. That tree's been there for a long time.
Now that said on the sign with the flooding when it came through, cholera developed in this town. This is Shepherdsville.
Right across this park right here, there's a huge river, and I think there's a creek over here.
As you can see, some of them were just field stones. They didn't know where to put a lot of the stones once the flood washed away. And I'll attach some pictures of what it looked like before the historical society came in and cleaned it up, because a lot of the town just left it to be forgotten because it floods here so much.
The way it looks here, buddy. When that river flooded over there, it washed over this plateau and filled up this basin, so this was basically like a little island of floodwater. It just washed everything over into this big basin over here. It's hard to say how many people buried here.
Yeah, it said there's no way of knowing
Everywhere.
where the stones were and
Right here's where you can plainly read William.
who was
Wow.
buried here.
You can see born October 5th, guys. This flat. You don't know where it comes from.
This was just laying on the ground.
There's dozens of them like it everywhere.
1800s. So you know that all this empty space here, there was probably
There were people here.
stones, so
There wouldn't be just one stone right here.
no. There's pretty rows on there.
1800s. So
1800s.
this lady here is the only stone survived this whole area right here. So
Yeah, so that tells
there had
me
to be rows and rows.
all of this area was the ones that were washed away. We walk over here and see. Yeah, it just goes down in there. As we always do, we're walking around and looking at the stones and introducing ourselves to the spirits so they get used to us before we start our investigation. 32 degrees. Oh, look over here.
Random stone.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one's nothing on here. More spilled stones. Hey, I can see like it would come off that hill and go right down
Yeah.
into here.
Right here. Here's water stone, so I'm sure it's come across here.
Yeah.
But look, if you stand here, look, you can see divot holes.
You see here. Where,
That's right
oh
here.
yeah, where it looked like people will be buried.
Divot holes. Like right here. 1, 2, and there's space like markers would be. Like right here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I mean, you can see them as they go.
So what river is this?
We'll have to look that up.
So just imagine when the flood got up, just a lot of the stones just washed down that river.
That may be Salt River. I'm not
Yes,
sure. I
it's
think
Salt
that is
River. That's what it said on the sign.
Well, look right here where I'm at right here.
Oh,
Look.
yep.
1, 2, 3. There's one over here. You can see.
Yeah,
the
you
divot.
can tell where looks like bodies should be, or stones. It looks like a flower. 1842.
There's a raised road on this one.
That one has a rose too. That's a Charles.
Samuels.
Died 1866. Let's see what this was. This is a Josie Samuels. So this was probably husband and wife. Did you see this? We'll head over that way just a second. Did you see this sunken area? As you can see, all the stones are just laying. They don't know where they belong. They just, the ones that they did find They just brought them back in and laid them.
Well, here's back in the day with some nice stones too.
As far as not people destruction, but weather destruction, I think this is the worst one we've seen.
Never seen a flooded one yet.
Yeah.
This is the first flooded.
There's the one with the chain. But this little area here.
Evidently, we've had some families, but they are, some of these are decorated. I see these decorated.
An infant. Born and died 1840. But look at all those just
Yeah,
down in that little divot.
Just throw it in there. Or was there one big one in the middle, or you never know. You'll never know.
And if the Historical Society wouldn't have came in, this cemetery would be forgotten for sure. Yeah, there's a little one there beside it, unless that's the top. This is Susan, 1852. A burial or just a rock in the family plot. Yeah, I just can't read most of them. What is it?
Brother,
Okay.
brother.
That just says brother, mother, another brother. You know, 1, 2. That's 1901, 1905. 4-year-old. 4 years old? Yeah. No. Here, these are a lot of the older ones too. A little tiny one. And this just has, you can see some little numbers, but no name.
Henry, 1798, died 1852, Bullitt County representative.
Oh, that's representative.
But they've redone this in 2005. So.
Yeah, after the flood.
All right, now right here I'm looking. Divot.
Yeah, you can see all the camera, you can't really tell, but as you see where the leaf piles are, all of those are like divots. Almost like they would be burials. This one died at 84 years old. Just a shame to see all these misplaced stones. By the way, guys.
Oh, hello.
I'm Marcia.
I'm Wayne.
And we're going to get ready to start our investigation here in a few minutes as soon as we finish looking at a couple more of these stones. So I'm going to turn you back around. You heard us talking the whole time, but you hadn't seen this yet.
Some of these are.
Thought I'd show us.
Some of these are just scratched into the stone. 1898. Initials.
Yeah.
Scratched.
Just a field stone with something carved.
1848 or 90? 18 something,
1818 maybe? There's some more just on the ground. That one almost looks like it has a horseshoe on it. This one. Now it's got the family tree on it. 1800. Find something? That one's built stone. I know. I don't like walking around here not knowing where they're buried because I don't like walking across.
Little William Bowman, 1867, 1868.
Little Willie was 1 year old.
Yeah.
Was this a bunch of people's different pieces they found?
I think so.
Yeah, I see words on it. Well, it could have been one that was.
Flooded right here recently. Look,
Yeah.
see, it's water right in here. You can tell it got flooded.
This here looks like a lot of pieces they've tried to put together of stones they found after the flood. Shepherdsville?
Yeah. We're on the outside of town, but right up over this way is just the main drag right downtown. And you got this huge humongous river. This river's pretty big over here. And they're known to flood anyways. And they have these low-lying areas that just hold water like crazy. Like right here's a big building.
I'm trying to walk around many humps I see, but
Inside here, this whole thing's something down.
let me see if I can stay back to see that. Kind of show how that is sunk in. That's down below Wayne's feet.
Yeah, that's 36 feet.
Now that looks like kind of brick formation.
That's bricks. Something brick was in there, yeah.
And of course you can see under all the leaves a lot of little stones laying. Yeah, I've never come across one with this much flood damage.
Yeah, we've never seen a flooded cemetery before, so this is something different.
That one's 18.
I don't think there was maybe 5 stones in the whole place turned straight.
That said 1850. Let's see. 1803, 1854, Frederick. Here, church bells in the background.
1803 to 1850. I could tell with all that last rain, it must have puddled around and see where this is off. It held water, you can tell, yeah.
Look here, look, this little sinkhole down in here. Alright. So up here, there's one other section, then we're going to start our either necrophonics or ghost tube. Now this looks like it used to have some sort of fence or something.
A big fence around it.
These
old fences, when you find the real deal, you think that's 100, 200 years old. That's been in there.
Yeah, look at the top of this one where it's pointed.
1831 and died 1839. Sarah Elizabeth.
I think this one survived the flood where it was so big.
This must be a family plot because I see several on this big monument.
Then again, it's cracked there, maybe where it fell over.
She died she was 8 years old, little baby.
Sarah Elizabeth, William Henry. So it's the son and the daughter. Wait a minute, let's see here. 1826 to 1828, 1831 to 39. So these are some of the cholera deaths.
You think? 1856. I mean, look how stout these things are still on the ground.
And this is the wife, which is their mother. So she was born 35, died 1856. So she wasn't very old either. And let's see here. 1803 to 69, so that must be the dad. 1804 to 38. So that's a family plot where the flood washed away a lot of the fencing around it. I think Wayne went off down in the woods. There's several there. Some up in here. I told him you went to the woods and left me. Oh, here's stone. Here's a stone back here.
On this low, I can see the mud line up in this water.
Alright, the different color. You see the dark leaves and the lighter leaves?
This is the mud line from the flood.
The lighter leaves is the where the water overflows the flood down through here.
And we haven't had any major rains here lately here. I mean, we had a few days of hard rain, but this right here is the mud line from where it flooded just a few days ago.
There's the dark.
And then there's the mud line.
With the mud.
So it just already came up in here. So that's how close it is. This is a very, this flooded here a lot.
But back in those days, you know, 1700s, they buried on their family farms. They didn't get the floods probably because there wasn't as much civilization built up where they went in and made these towns.
Well, these are subdivisions.
So that's what made these flood.
Died in 1858. So
Now this one's back in the woods part of the cemetery.
did you see the different color of that where the water had just been up the other day?
See Nancy, 1827 to 1858, and John, 18. Oh, let's see here. She died in 1858, and this John was born in 1858, so that was her son. And she must have died during childbirth or the cholera.
Yeah.
And then he died in 68 at 10 years old.
Yeah. Ooh,
So that's a nice stone, though.
It's held up good over the years.
Mm-hmm. Look how that tunnel goes in those vines right there.
Let's do a reading on this area back here.
As you see the edge of this dark green, let's see if I can point at it, down below that brown right there, that's down over a bluff where the water goes. And that's my glove in my hand.
This would be a good one to do a reading back in here, maybe.
Okay.
Put family right here.
Right, I'm going to try that one. Some more stones. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to get out our equipment and see if we can get any spirits to talk today. But if not, we came out here for the historic of it, to see it. Took us about an hour to get here, so even if we don't get any communication, we enjoyed coming out and seeing the history of them and visiting and show them that we do care about the cemeteries.
Exactly.
And
well, we heard that it was flooded and damaged, and then it was restored by the Historic Society, so that's a good thing, you know. It's
yeah, it had been forgotten. I'm going to put some pictures up with it of the cemetery, what it looked like before they cleaned it up. How it had overgrown and you couldn't even tell that it was a cemetery. But
and it was something different now the way we thought we like doing that, something different.
Alright, we like to explore as well, but I'm going to pause you guys and we'll get our equipment out and set up. Be right back.